I started the pharmacy in 2015. At that point in time, there was nothing more than just, I knew I wanted to run my own pharmacy. And, so we started a very tiny little pharmacy shop in a dermatology office, just me and one pharmacy technician. I was literally in the process of looking for my first full-time pharmacist to join the team. That's where Danny kind of entered the picture.
I met Cody actually originally at pharmacy school at Texas Tech. We both went there in Abilene, on the Abilene campus. And we did not know each other well at the time. We were in different classes. I was a year ahead of him in school. And so I called him up and I was thinking he was going to be working at a different place. And he's like, no, I've actually started my own pharmacy, but yeah, I'd love to talk to you. So I came into town and we sat down and interviewed.
And so he joined the team that September. I definitely look at that as one of those God's timing kind of things. In 2018, we had 3 different focuses at that point. So you had dermatology, you had ophthalmology, and you had diabetes. And we were trying to do a good job in all 3, but along with having 2 pretty new locations still at that point, and the dermatology being the most mature location, even though only at 3 years old, things were getting stretched thin. We were throwing people at problems instead of diving into the root cause of issues. And through that, I started down a pretty dark path. I felt like sometimes as people, whenever we get pressured, sometimes you make lazy choices or weak choices. I had basically figured that if we don't do something, we cannot stay profitable. And so I was just like, you know what? I think the answer is they won't even notice, these copay companies or manufacturers won't even notice if we just overbill the copay assistance programs. So I was at a pharmacy conference with my wife in Boston, and we'd gone to the JFK Museum there at the harbor. And I just broke down in tears, and my wife was probably wondering, like, what in the world is going on with my husband? For me though, I literally was just having a conversation with Christ. And it was just a very clear decision that I had in front of me. And it was, I could either be a follower of Christ and actually, be somebody of integrity, or I could go down this path of being completely dishonest and, essentially defrauding these, manufacturers, and just, I could see how dark that path was going to go. Thankfully I feel, God was saying, hey, you can either follow me or you can reject me. And so in that moment, I just said, just gave everything over to him. And for me, I just said, hey, I'm going to give this to God. And if he wants us to thrive and have a business, then we're going to find a way. And if he doesn't, then, so be it.
As we progressed, we decided that dermatology was really going to be the best focus for us. And so we combined forces, so to speak, and closed down a couple of the pharmacies that we had expanded after that. And that was around 2020. So it took a few years to kind of get everything lined out, but the focus part's been really great. And then since then we have relocated to just south of Nashville. Both of us felt like that was the direction we needed to go. And I think since making that change and getting that focus in place, God's really blessed us through that.
C12 entered the picture for me and for our company in 2023. After we had moved to Nashville, I was looking for a business group, a peer group that I could be a part of. Like, it was obvious to me. I was like, this is amazing. This is exactly what I've been looking for. And it's really helped to align us together on, the things that we want to implement.
They focus on the spiritual aspect, and I really think that has been one of the biggest keys, making sure the focus is the right focus, and we're putting that where it's supposed to be and keeping it on God. It helps me just to be a better leader. It helps me to show up in a better way. It helps me to give back to my team and serve them in a better way because I'm in a better place. And it always ties in really well with, usually with whatever initiative, and it seems to be very timely with what is going on as well. So it's been extremely helpful.
C12 being an integral part of just amplifying our commitment to being focused on leading our business from a Christ-centered faith and just making great business decisions. To be said, I really believe in, if you want to know, how you're interpreted by the world and who you are as a person, look at the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And you're kind of in a lot of ways, you're kind of the average of that group. And I can tell you that C12 has upped my average.